Hello, Dr. Renu Mehtani here. Today we are going to share some simple and effective practices for stiffness. Stiffness of the back, the spine, the hip joints, the knees, the ankles. These are some places where we experience tightness or any form of, resistance. So how to do away with it? And here we are with some practices for you to implement immediately with total safety. So my friend Dr. Anjali Vikhe is here to help demonstrate the practices for you. Anjali, we are going to do the spinal stretches first, okay? So now imagine you are sitting on your office chair like she is sitting for us, isn't it? It's a typical office chair. The first exercise is stretching the spine vertically up with a practice called as Tadasana. So you're doing it sitting, and of course you can do it standing too. So now breathing in, Anjali takes the arms up, nice deep inhalation, interlocks the hands, turns the palm up, great, and try to lengthen the spine, elongate it vertically. Anyways, our spine is getting crushed due to the pull of gravity, and we are trying to create more room inside. Now, a side stretching to give a deeper one. To the right side, she bends as she breathes out. Breathing out, she gives a nice side bend and no hurry to come back. Be there for at least 2 breaths to give a sustained opening and stretch. And now inhale to come back to the center. Breathing out, bending to the other side, that is the left side. Wonderful. And sustaining it with the breaths moving in and out, at least 2 or 3 of them. And now breathing in, we come back. All right, let's repeat it. We will show every practice twice. So breathing out, bend to the right side. Breathe, breath is life. The better we breathe, the more we pump oxygen into the muscles that you are stretching. Inhale, come back to the center. And now exhaling, Anjali is bending to the other side, enjoying the breaths, opening the right side of the chest, the right side of the spine, and coming back to the center with an inhalation. Hands will come down with an out breath or an exhalation. Nice. The next is going to be a safe stretch to the lower part of the back. Let us call it the lower spine with the help of a forward bend. So safe that you can't imagine. So Anjali, requesting you to spread your legs out, your feet out. Great. And now the body gets room to come between the two thighs. So breathe out and forward bend, giving a safe stretch. And how is it safe? Because when you sit on a chair and do it, it doesn't put any pressure, which is wrong. No wrong pressures. You can even let the head drop down. You can drop your head down, Anjali, thoda sa. Now this is optional. In case somebody feels giddy and all, to mat kariye. Don't do it. Otherwise, you can drop the head down to relax the neck. Enjoy this position as you breathe, because you are giving a nice lengthening to the tightness of your lower back. Absolutely safe sitting on the chair and also with your knees bent. And then slowly we come up with breathing in. We raise the body up, we raise the spine up. Okay? Would you like to do it once again? Yes. Chalo, breathe out and give a forward bend. Yes. Great. So when we do it twice, it gets, better ingrained, better imprinted in our mind. And now breathing in, slowly come up. When you're practicing it, you can remain there for maybe a minute or so. And after you come back, you feel that freshness added to your lower back. And now let's give a opening to the upper back. Upper back is different from the lower back. It tends to get rounded. So to open the upper back, we have to stretch it in the other direction. And we will do it with the help of a ball, as Anjali is having it. She has kept the ball, yes, where the upper back, you see, it's below the neck, upper back region. And there's a little pressure she is giving through the upper back on the ball, and now trying to expand the chest as she does so. Yep, and ease out. Come back straight and vertical. The hips remain on the chair. In fact, the ball can be kept a little lower down too. Yeah, now just push the shoulders back and expand the chest. Good. It feels nice. Notice how she has maintained her head neck spine in one line. She's not throwing her head back. Okay? And then slowly come up, straight and vertical. And now twisting. Sitting on the chair, let's call it chair twist. So if your chair has side arms like an office chair, no worry. The other option would be a dining table chair which doesn't have arms. Either way, you're going to hold something to give a better stretch. So now Anjali will be turning to her right side the best she can on the chair. See how one hand is holding the arm of the chair and the other one is holding the back. And now abdomen pulled in. With an exhalation, she turns. Yeah, and the turning is actually happening on her spine. Okay, turning on the spine. And sustaining it, breathing. Yeah, you can sustain it for 2, 3, 4 breaths. It feels really nice. And then slowly turning back to face the front. You can do it on the other side. Okay, now it's more sitting towards the left. One hand is holding the arm of the chair and the other hand is holding the back of the chair. And now breathing out, give a nice twist. Very nice. Excellent. Hold it as you breathe. And we come back to the center. Let's do it on the dining table chair. So, honestly, you feel a little better stretch and twist here. Now, here because the arm is not there, one can sit keeping both the legs to one side. And we will try to do the twist without holding the back first to explain it to you. Now, Anjali will be turning to the left side of hers because that's the back of the chair. Okay, now be to your best point. Hold the back of the chair and you will see she'll have an extra 20 to 25. See, there's a much deeper twist occurs when you hold the back of the chair, and this really works beautifully on the spine. Beautifully on the spine. It's a great feel, huh? It takes away all the tiredness, all the pain. All right, and then coming back to the center. Similarly, sitting on the other side, could be a little, you can turn the chair, please. Yeah, great. This is just to keep it better visible to our viewers. So now she's sitting on the other side, you can see. Hold the back of the chair, and as you exhale, give a nice twist to your right. Wonderful. Be there for a while. You know, it's very important to keep the spine young, huh? And then slowly turn back to face the front. And this was our spinal twist. All right, friends, let's now move ahead. After the spinal stretches, let's do some stretching for the tight muscles around the hip joint. Okay. So first one is called as swinging of the legs like a pendulum. So you can keep one hand on the table of yours in the office or a wall, and the action will be done with the leg which is on the outside. So in this case, Anjali's right leg. Swing it Anjali, nicely, like a pendulum. Wonderful. Now this is a range of movement our hips is capable of doing. But our walking is actually limited. You are not going to walk with such big steps, isn't it? And here it's like a pull of gravity also on the leg because the feet are in the air, they're not on the ground. So you give a nice movement, lubrication to the hip joint, and at the same time you ease out the deep tightness. Now, the same movement side to side. Same leg, yeah, see, out, in. And you can cross the leg. You can cross the leg and take it to the inside. Yes, cross it. Yeah, good. Out, in. Out, in. Depends upon, the space that you have. As you can see, so it's a side to side movement now. Yeah, great. First it was front and back. Now it is side to side. Wonderful. And now the third one, part of it. The same leg she will cross from behind. cross from behind and keep it on the ground, as you can see. And now a side bend towards the table. A side bend towards the table. And what does it do? It stretches the outside. There's a tightness on the outside of the hip. Her right hip, you're opening that iliotibial band area. And then coming back to the center. So let's do it on the other side as well. So it will be like a revision. So now you can turn the other way. Fine. Chalo. Swing the outer leg forward and backward. Forward and backward. Great going. Great going. So at least 10 times. Stopping it and then moving it side to side. Left, forward. Yes. You can cross it, you may not cross it, it's up to you. But try to give a full range of movement. Wonderful. And now the third one, take the same leg behind. From behind, keep it on the ground. In fact, you can keep the whole foot also on the ground, as you can see. And now side bending towards the table. So you are stretching the outside of the left hip and thigh. It's the iliotibial band, which is a tight one. Wonderful. Great. And then slowly coming back. The next one is stretching the tightness in the front part of the hip joint. That's the muscle called as psoas. So with hands on the table, one leg is in front. So let the left one be in front and the right one goes back. Front knee bend, back knee straight. Now you can see how both her feet are grounded. Okay. And what is the action? She is trying to bring her hips down, down, down. Yeah. And she's not only stretching the front part of her right hip means the hip of the back leg, but also giving a stretch to the tight calf muscles of the back leg, the ankle and the calf muscles. Okay. And then you can do it part 2 with the heel raised up. So back foot, heel is raised up now. Raise the back heel up and the lunging can be deepened. The hip stretch can be felt deeper that way with the heel slightly lifted up of the back foot. In fact, the back foot you can slightly take it behind also. And now see, with the heel up, keep the heel even higher up, Anjali. And see, now she can lunge down more and give a better stretch to the hip muscles. Great. Chalo, now the back leg comes forward and we switch the leg. Alright. Right one will be in front. The left one goes back. First is with the heel down. She is lunging to stretch not only the hips but also the back part of her heel and the calf muscles. In the second variation, the back heel is lifted up. In fact, she can take the foot little more behind and raise the heel up, Anjali. Heel is up. And bring your hips down. See? It happens. It happens. And you give a nice stretch to your hip muscles. Wonderful. Coming up and bringing the back foot slowly forward. All right. Great. And now another great stretch. Whole spine lengthening and stretching with the help of the table. Both the hands there and she walks back one foot and the other foot to create a capital L with the body. Capital L. So you can see how both the hands are comfortably holding the table. Both the feet are parallel. Keep the feet parallel. That is important. The kneecaps are pulled up with muscle action. And in this position, she is trying to push her hips back and create a length to the spine and to the shoulders. Now, in case somebody finds any challenge in doing this, it can be done with bend knees. So, Anjali, just bend your knees. Yeah. And push your hips back. Keep the knees bent and try to push your hips back. You can bend the knees even little more and push the hips back to basically stretch the entire spine. And how do I come out? How do we come out? Chalo, get one foot forward, other foot forward, walking forward, coming out. We'll do it one more time. Stretch back And the back should be straight like a capital L. Great. Push the hips back. And you need not bring the chest down too much. It's very individual. She is very flexible. You can keep the spine, chest, head, neck in one line. So here she is keeping both the knees straight to show you how to come out from this position. Now to come out, we bend the knees and then walk the feet forward one at one time as we come out of this wonderful stretch. Thank you, Anjali. And now you can do some stretching for the hamstrings, the tight muscles of the legs in the lying down position. So our friend Anjali is lying down. Look how beautifully she has maintained her head, neck, spine in one line. So the need of takiya or the cushion is very individual. Some people need thin and some people need more. It depends upon an individual's body anatomy. So both the legs are folded. This keeps the back comfortable. And she has a belt in her hands. You can use any belt. You can use a dupatta, something which is firm and strong. And now keeping the left leg folded, she is going to put the belt around the right. Yeah, there you are. And make this leg go vertically straight up in the air. And see both the elbows are on the bed. And now take the leg down and up. So what does the bell do? You carry on, Anjali. What the bell does is it is stretching the back part of your leg, starting from the lower back, behind the hip, behind the knee, behind the calf, the ankle, the sole. Everything is being lengthened and stretched because these muscles usually get tight with our constant sitting habits of today where the knees are bent. And with the help of a belt, you're able to actually stretch these tight areas much, much better. Wonderful. Now keep the leg vertically up. And there's an option where you can take the hands up and up and up on the belt and then lift the shoulders and the head up. Chin is near the chest, thoda sa. Yeah, good. So the whole back is included in the stretch, not just the leg, but the spine. And then slowly come back, head comes down, fold the knee and get the foot down. We'll do the same thing on the other side too. So now the right leg will remain folded and the belt will be around the left sole. Elbows on the bed, knee straightens. And this leg moves up and down, up and down. Wonderful, based on an individual's own capacity. Some people may not be able to take the leg vertically up. It's fine. Do the best that you can. No struggle, no fight. Enjoy this. Plus, you're also lubricating your hip joint if you see. Hey, come on. How many of us can raise the leg up to 90 degree on the hip joint so much at ease while standing, right? But when you do it lying down and with the help of the belt, it becomes possible. Now, the leg remains vertical. Hands go up along the belt. And she raises the shoulders and the head up. Wonderful. To give a beautiful stretch to her leg, to her back. She's not going to do the wrong thing of throwing the head back, but just to demonstrate what is wrong, Anjali, throw the head back. This would be wrong and put a negative impact on the leg. So, chin up, more towards the chest. Alright, head comes down, fold the knee and get this leg down. Thank you, wonderful. And let's, sort of wind up and wrap up this session with the beautiful bridge pose, which is also called as Setu Bandhasan. We have an addition here to work on the spine and arms. And friends, before you do the bridge pose, remove the cushion to give a better stretch to the neck. Any cushion or any pillow that is being taken. Alright, Anjali, W arms. She makes the arms like a W, as you can see, fist made, but the elbows are on the bed. Okay, elbows are pressing down on the bed, belly gets pulled in, and she's going to now raise her hips off the bed. Yes, the arms are pressing down. What does this do? It is not only working to strengthen the arms, but it is giving a good alignment to the upper back, neck. Yes, strengthening the lower back, the knees, the thighs and everything. And without thudding, we bring the hips down. Gently down, gently down, gently down. एक बार और करेंगे. Press the elbows onto the bed. Press your arms and raise the hips up. There is no need to lift the hips too high. That should not be the target. The target is that as you hold the pose, your core remains engaged. Your belly button is pulled in, your the glutes are on a squeeze mode, the arms are pressing down. Wonderful. And now slowly, without thudding, get the back down, upper back, middle back, lower back. And you are done. You can relax your arms, rest for a while, and then start your day. So wishing you all the best. Enjoy these practices at least 10 times each. Best of health to all.